Okay, here we go. We finally have the resources to craft the Bombardier. And that was a lot of work. Where you find these resources are heavily guarded by all different kinds of pirate factions, and they're attacking you like crazy. I don't know if they updated the game or patched it or did a new type of thing, but there's way more enemies in the ocean now. Look at that, we're making it. This is the Bombardier. Okay, it is what it is. This is a huge upgrade over the ship that I was using. So let's change ship. And I think we'll decorate it and do some different things to it. I wanted to share with you in another video that a few nights ago at 3 a.m. in the morning, a demon was choking me to death while I was sleeping. And I'll just work on the ship a little bit while I share this story with you. The Bombardier, I'm so excited for this. Okay. And when I woke up, it was choking me and I was nearly dead already, suffocating. And it's extremely terrifying, very scary experience to go through. My wife is right there. She saw the whole thing. I've been through this experience too many times to count anymore. I'm just goofing around with the ship, seeing what I can do. And I'm sure my wife was scared. And it makes a terrible mess all over the room. Which, while I was trying to recover from practically being murdered, my wife went ahead and cleaned up the whole mess, and she hurt her back while she was cleaning it up. And after all of that, she tried to go back to bed about 45 minutes later, and I stayed up until almost 7 a.m. This is the Bombardier ship. It's going to be like 3 times more powerful than what I was using before. And if you're wondering why did I stay up until 7 a.m., it's because the demon was still with me and I was afraid. Yeah, I was scared. And Jesus told me right then at about 3:30 in the morning, if you'll work on humbling yourself, I'll cast the demon away from you. And I did. I tried. But an hour later it was still there, and 2 hours later it was still there. This is so cool. This Bombardier holds a lot more weapons. I'm going to be so much more powerful now. And I was working on humbling myself, and it was now 6:30 a.m. The sun was coming up here in Florida. And it was still kind of with me. And I was afraid. But I went ahead and went back to bed. And I've been trying to humble myself a lot more the last 4 days. And it's so difficult because that pride is so embedded inside of us, in our flesh. And there's also a demon of pride too, that I really, really believe is also living inside of all of us, feeding off of our pride. I'm excited to take the ship out for the first time. I won't do that in this video though. I haven't been to upload any videos like in the last 4 or 5 days because of that experience. And what happened next is, throughout the years, when the Lord Jesus orders this experience for me to go through, remember, we never give any credit, glory, or honor to Satan. We always give it to Jesus, okay? Quite often, he also commands me to be sick. And what happened is, the next day I got sick. I'm looking, okay, so see, this is a bombardier. We need explosive weapons. Now, I have only one mortar on the ship right now. But look at all the bonuses and stuff that happens when you kind of use these types of weapons. Now, I haven't used them before too much, so I'm kind of new to this, just like many of you are. But we're going to have to go to, here at the blacksmith and find out what blueprints I own, which exact weapons I want to go after, and then go hit the high seas and start gathering resources, because this bombardier, we're going to need, the mortars, these auxiliary weapons we're going to need. So I'll figure it out, off camera, study it carefully, go after a couple specific weapons that are tailor-made for this ship. That's what you want to do. You want to craft the weapons that are tailor-made for the ship that you feel like you want to be using. And I played the game enough to realize I'm going to be in this bombardier for a little while.
The Admiral found me among the rubble of my
before
home.
I could go ahead and craft.
She brought me here and gave me purpose.
Okay, before I could go ahead and craft something much better than this bombardier. So it's exciting. I'll pick up some new armor, and I will study and find out what to do. So the Lord, he orders the demon to choke me. It's a very humbling experience. And what it does is it creates a fear in the Lord for you. You start to fear the Lord, which is extremely healthy. We all need to fear the Lord. Amen to that. So once again, I'll go ahead and figure out which of these, not really cannons, but like mortars, which ones I'm going to need. And man, there's so many enemy pirates out there now. It's so hard to gather resources, but it's fun. It's fun. And you're looting them when you kill them. You're just looting them like crazy. So it's not a bad thing that they buff the aggro and buff the pirates. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. Praise God.